Hey, it's Bob Nagan, and it is summertime, and we all love summertime, and we all love to go on vacation in the summer. And so this episode of Real Retail TV is a replay of an episode that I made up in our family cottage up on the French River in Ontario, Canada. And Susan's great-grandfather built this cottage. There's no cell phone reception. Well, there's a little bit now, but no running water, no electricity. It's super, super relaxing, and we're a family of readers. And when all four of us go up, there's usually between 30 and 40 books that come with us. And through the years, and I've been going up every year since Susan and I have been together, which is almost 30 years now, I have developed a summer vacation reading strategy. And it involves both business reading and personal reading and how it works and it flows for me. And I've talked to several people about that. And enough people were interested in my strategy that I made an episode of Real Retail TV about it up at our cottage Camp Rainbow on the French River. Here it is. I hope you enjoy it. So I am here on the French River in Ontario, a province in Canada, and Susan's great-grandfather built this cottage back in the 30s, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful place of refuge. It's super relaxing. There's no electricity, no indoor plumbing. It's just a beautiful, beautiful place. It's a great place to go and unwind. And if you've been part of our community for any amount of time, or if you've watched previous episodes of Real Retail TV, you know how passionate I am about the need for entrepreneurs to get out of their business, to rest, to give their minds, to give your mind a break from the work, the grind of running a business. And that's what this place is for us. And a lot of people come up here to fish. The Nagans, we come up here, we fish a little bit, but mostly we come up here to hang out, to be with our friends that we've made here on the river, and to read on the dock. And this is the pile of books that I brought. Here, let me move my gin and tonic out of the way. This is the pile of books that I brought. Susan is a much better reader than me. She brought fully this many. Sam brought, how many books did you bring, Sam? Six. So we bring a lot of books. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share with you the books that I brought, why I brought them, and the strategy that I have for reading. And I was talking to someone about this strategy, and they said, you really need to share this. So this episode isn't for everyone, but if you're a reader and you want to get the most out of your vacation, relaxation, inspiration, this is something to think about. So I have Brad Thor. I heard a podcast where he was interviewed by James Altucher. I love the way that James thinks and reads, so I thought I'd bring that. This is Bel Canto by Ann Patchett. Susan recommended that book. She's a great, great storyteller. And I hope I say this right. Did I say that right, Susan? Circe. Okay. She is a character in Greek mythology. And then Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat. This is a book that I'm reading about how to think about cooking. So those are the personal books. And then the business books that I brought. Seth Godin, this is marketing, because I love the way that Seth Godin thinks. What to do when it's your turn, another Seth Godin book. Michael Masterson's Ready, Aim, Ready, Fire, Aim. Our business is going through a period of transition, and this is a wonderful book to help us think about it a little bit. Ari Weinzweig's Lapsed Anarchist's Approach to the Power of Beliefs in Business. Ari was our keynote speaker at this year's summit. He's a great business thinker. I love the way he thinks, so I brought that. The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. You just can't find a more inspirational book. I can't find a more inspirational book. So these are the business books that I read or that I brought. So here's my strategy. So I come up here and I always start with a page turner. You know how it is. You know, you're an entrepreneur. You're working, and then you go on vacation and it takes a while to unwind. And that's why I never start with a business book. I always start with a page turner, right? Something that's kind of mindless, something I can just sit on the dock and relax and you know, just a page turner. This was a great page turner, by the way. What James Altucher's podcast was about is how he writes thrillers. So I started with that. But then after that first book, after that first page turner, then I only listen to the inner voice. I only read what I want to read, what I'm inspired to read. And sometimes that's a business book. Sometimes that's, fiction. It just depends on what's brought up. And often I'll read one page turner and then I'll start reading business books. I'll become inspired. I'll start journaling. I'll do all those things. But that isn't what happened on this trip. On this trip, I read Spy Master, Brad Thor, and I didn't want to read a business book yet. I wasn't ready for it. My inner voice said, no, don't read. Don't read business books. Read, something that will entertain you, something that your mind will, something a little easier. So then I read Circe, and it was Circe, did I say?
Circe, yeah.
Circe. Apologies. Thank you, Sam. So Sam is my photographer. Susan's over there on the swing. And so, I wanted to read another book that would just engage me, not thinking about my business. So then I pulled that out and I read it. I spent a little time reading Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat. So really the first part of our vacation was not spent thinking about business at all. Like I said, we've had a busy year, a lot of things happening, a lot of great things happening, but my mind needed to take a break from business. And my inner voice was saying, nope, not yet, not yet, not yet. Then I picked up Seth Godin's What to Do When It's Your Turn, and It's Always Your Turn. Again, I love Seth Godin, but I wasn't ready to read a strategy book. I wasn't ready to read a growth book. And this book spoke to me. My inner voice is saying, read this book, because this book is not about how to become more successful or how to think about strategy. It's really about why. It's about the important work that you do. It's about, really doing your best work. It's really about the why, not the how. And my inner voice, again, was saying, that's a good book for you. So I started reading this and I wasn't quite ready. My inner voice was like, no, not business yet. So then I started reading Bel Canto, and I'm not quite done with it yet, but then I was ready. So for the last 2 days, and I finished the book this morning, I got back to Seth Godin and I was ready. You see, this is the important thing that I'm sharing with you. You only read when you're ready to read it. You only read the books that you are inspired to read. So I read it. I loved it. I was journaling about it. I was inspired by it. It was awesome. And then I'm done with that, and I'm still going through Bel Canto. Susan recommended this book. It is a great, great, great story. I read about 10 pages of Michael Masterson's Ready, Fire, Aim. It's a great book, but my inner voice was saying, no, it just wasn't appealing to me at all. So I put it away. All these other books, great books, great, great, great books. Guess what? I'm probably not going to get to any of them. And that is all right. Because the other thing that I wanted to share with you when I think about my reading strategy, and I would encourage you to think about when you think about your vacation reading strategy, is It's not about achievement. As entrepreneurs or as management in a small entrepreneurial company, we often think about achievement. We start a book. My God, I'm going to finish that book. And that is not the way that I approach it and not the way that I recommend that you approach it. What I do with these business books is I pick up whatever is speaking to me at the moment. I read as much as is inspiring to me. I often will read 2 or 3 of these books at the same time, whatever's speaking to me. I will often read a couple pages and then start journaling and start, experiencing what I've read. But really my rules are flexible, of course. My rules are, number 1, always start with a page turner to get my sort of heart in the right place. And number 2, never think of a book as an achievement. Number 3, always pay attention to what my heart is telling me I should read. And 4, don't worry about it. If I start it, I don't need to finish it. If I open it up to the middle and start reading there, that's fine too. Again, it's always about not forcing anything. We're here on vacation. First and foremost, it's about rest, rejuvenation, spending time with our family, spending time with our friends, sitting on the dock, having a gin and tonic. But so first and foremost, it's about that. After that, I like to have space for inspiration, have space to think creatively, but never, ever, ever force it. So that's how I approach my vacation reading. I hope that you found it helpful. If you have any strategies that you use on your vacation for reading to give you the maximum blend of relaxation and inspiration, put them down below. And Bob Nagin, hope you enjoyed it. From the French River, see you later.